be motherfucking y'all, and we're back. Another night, another stream, another day, another dub. How's everybody doing? It's your neighborhood Jesus, Shades fucking Wade. I'm back again. Just got off work. Drinking coffee at 9 o'clock at night. You wanna know why? Because I don't gotta go to work tomorrow. Day off. So I can drink all the coffee I want, smoke all the cigarettes I want, do whatever I want for the next like 30, 40 hours. I don't know. Something like that. True story. Let's get some music up in this motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck to listen to. See, it's funny. The whole MF Doom catalog on my iPhone, on my storage drive. One song that's not on there is the one I play the most. I don't know what album this is off of. MF Doom featuring RZA. What album is it from? I'm not sure. It's so fire. 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 What up, Cab? Yeah, I thought I'd throw you the notification, seeing as, you know, you're always like, I never get notifications. There you go. How the fuck are you doing? We got Cam in the house. Yo, so, sorry, Doom. Sorry, RZA. A blue DC-5 came up to my work today. The guy that wanted to buy my seats that was in the big-ass diesel truck, he came up with the RSX to, to the fucking, the store today. Dude, 585 horsepower DC-5 turbocharged on 20 pounds. 585. I was like, ugh. But dude, for 20 pounds, like, I thought it'd make more. I thought it'd make like 620, 630, maybe 650. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But like 585, I mean, yeah. And like my assistant manager, Jess, she was like, I'm sitting up at the counter, and she literally sees the blue car parked there, and she's like, why the fuck are you parked out front? And I was like, that ain't me. She's like, bullshit. I was like, I swear it's not me. Does it have the red windshield banner? She was like, no, I thought you took it off or something. It's like, it ain't me, I promise. She's like, you know better. I was like, it ain't me. It's pretty funny. So today's work day in a nutshell. You know, that happened. Some lady came in and she was so indescriptive. Like, I thought she was getting stuff for an oil change, you know, like 5 quarts of oil filter, right? She literally was like a handful. At the end of it, she was like, is there like a survey I can take to recommend you as like a great salesman? Or like, not salesman, but like a great help or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I think there is. I was like, my name's Anthony. She's like, are you the only Anthony here? And I was like, no, there's another one. She's like, what's your last name and all that stuff? So apparently I'm going to be getting a, you know, fucking, whatchamacallit, good, like, you know, review or some shit like that. So that works. But, so get this. Fucking, all I did was help her get her oil cap off because it was stuck, because whoever put it on, you know, tightened it way too much. The heat from the engine being starved of oil overheated the valve cover and like made it seize up. So I took a pair of pliers and just like broke it free. and poured the 0W20 in her fucking engine. So get this. This is where things get weird. She told me her car is low on oil, right? Check the oil. It is pretty low. It's definitely like at the bottom dot. So it's like, fuck, like 2 quarts, 3 quarts low or some shit like that. So as I put this oil in it, the reading on the dipstick after I put more oil in it, like it wouldn't show any oil. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that at all. And I was like super weary. I was like, I'm not trying to put too much oil in your car. Like, are you sure it's low? And she was like, I mean, yeah, it's low. It's knocking and ticking and making all kinds of crazy noises. So like, I mean, I kept putting oil in her car and literally I was afraid I was gonna blow the seals at that motherfucker or something. You know what I mean? Like, what if she told me her car was low, but like, let's say it wasn't low, then I put 4 or 5 quarts of oil in it and literally blow the seals out that motherfucker. Gam says maybe there's a lot of slud. Dude, it was a Toyota Camry, like a 2013 or something like that, or 2012 Toyota Camry. Dude, it was fucking disgusting. Like, dude, I don't think it had any oil in it. Like, it looked like it had a little bit in there, but like it was probably 2, 3, maybe 4 quarts low on oil. She said it was ticking and driving horribly and like making all kinds of like weird noises and shit like that. So like, I don't know how to describe it. Me personally, like I know for a fact that O'Reilly, like our customer policy, if we help people in their cars, we're not liable if anything breaks. You know what I mean? We check and I put the right kind of oil in her car. I checked it, you know, this and that. So, but you know what I mean? It's like it's a it's a weird situation to be in because you're like, oh, your car might fucking suck or be broken altogether. And like we work on it, then like if it breaks or fucking engine blows up or something, like I don't want that lady coming back and trying to be like, hey, you fucked my car up or something. Be like, no, I didn't. Because she was trying to tell me it took 5W30, and I looked at the oil cap. The oil cap said 0W20. I looked up the fluid specs for her car. It said 0W20. So like, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't even know what kind of oil. And yeah. But yeah, that was part of my day that was kind of weird and good because she was like, I wanna take a survey and fucking, you know, hook you up with a good review. So there was that. Aldo, what's up, man? How the fuck you doing? Fucking for anybody that doesn't know, I already sold the yesterday I think I might have said this already. I sold the satin silver DC5 Type R front emblem, rear emblem, and the Password JDM fog light wiring kit. I got $170 for that. So that was pretty dope. Yesterday made some money. The bad news was I almost fucked up today with ringing up a purchase. So get this. Guy comes in, he needs 2 different lug wrenches for, you know, like 19 millimeter, but he needs them for 2 different cars or some shit like that. I don't know what his story was. So fucking, he's getting a set of brake pads for the front for 2 cars, a Nissan Quest van and a Nissan Sentra. So I go pull the parts, the brake pads for the fronts. I swear on my life, I rang both of them up. I swear. I have no reason to lie. I hear the fucking little scanner thing go click, Nissan Versa. Click. I didn't look at the screen. It didn't ring up the Nissan Quest brake pads. And like the total was like, you know, $120 or 103 or whatever the hell it was. So I thought it was enough money. I should have looked at the screen, but I didn't because I heard the click. It didn't ring up his Quest brake pads, and that was like $50 that I wouldn't have gotten my register. The dude came back an hour fucking later and fucking said to me, hey, I gotta pay you for these these Quest brake pads. And I said, what are you talking about? He goes, look at my receipt. There's only one set of brake pads on there. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I shook his hand. I was like, dude, thank you so much. I would have gotten fucking fired probably for that shit. He was like, yeah, and you were super helpful. You carried my stuff out to my car for me and stuff. So like, I wasn't trying to like shit on your day basically, because I heard you ring it up, but it didn't ring it up. I was like, damn. Cam says, who else is here? It's Aldo. Cam says, Aldo says, Cam, what swap you got in your car? Cam says, Aldo, yo. Aldo says, nice. Cam says, no swap in my car, K20Z1. Yeah, his car's an Integra Type S, like in Australia. Aldo says, I see stock injectors. Nah, Cam's got a fucking Magnuson Merc Racing supercharger. Big boy injectors, pushing 400 horsepower pretty much. Cam says 1350 cc's. Oops, you lucky, bro. Aldo says, oh, okay, some big boy injectors. Cam says 90 throttle body. Yeah, Cam shit's nothing to sleep on. True story. Gabe says, show all of my motor. I was just about to do that. I forgot you sent me a picture of that shit last night. Let's see. Searching through all these pictures. Gonna fuck everyone's bitches. Look at that motherfucker. That's called the big boy supercharger. That ain't no Jackson Racing bullshit. That's the real deal. Motherfucking McCoy. The Big Daddy. That's what we call Big Daddy. You guys Adam Sandler fans? Big Daddy? Oh, also, Aldo says, yep, supercharger's the way to go. If you're going forced induction, I believe supercharger's absolutely the way to go. Especially, you know, I think all motor has its benefits of higher revving, fucking, you know, less not necessarily less maintenance, but like if you're gonna go forced induction, I would definitely do a supercharger, not a turbo setup. Because like, dude, turbocharged cars are badass and everything. 585, 600, 700, 1,000 horsepower, whatever is great. It's still a front wheel drive car. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do with 1,000 horsepower that you couldn't do with 500 if you're daily driving it? Like, it's gonna be so much less reliable with 1,000 horsepower. Cam says, and the intake to have. Yeah, buddy. Aldo says, feels like my VTEC isn't in my car isn't working. Check your VTEC solenoid. If you need a VTEC solenoid or a solenoid gasket, I can order one for you and send it to you. I'd look it up for you right now, but obviously I got to be able to rely on their computer to look it up. I mean, I could look it up right now just on the site to see. Ones we can depend on, friends. Search by product category or brand. 2006 Acura TSX. VTEC solenoid. But I don't know if it would be the VTEC solenoid. I'd have a check engine light. Right, but the gasket, if the gasket's clogged, it's probably the gasket. You need a new gasket. Because my VTEC wasn't cracking right, and this is what you need. This little baby right here with that little screen. That little screen is clogged. I mean, you could even take your VTEC solenoid off and take out. Well, I would recommend replacing it because the rubber might be brittle, might be hard. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's getting more dirt and gunk in it. You know, aside from just like the screen's clogged. It's $4 part. I mean, there's not even really a point for me to order it for you because the shipping would cost more for me to ship it to you. So I mean, just go to like, you know, an O'Reilly or wherever you go to O'Reilly. Don't go to Advance. Fuck Advance. But if you don't have an O'Reilly near you, you know. Here, I'll make it easy for you. The brand, and I have this same VTEC solenoid in my car. It's a Dorman. The one for your car is 917-176. That's the part number. It's a $4 part. Who would have thought I'd be getting off work and now I'm back at work? And do you have a rewards card with us, sir? Got to help the homies out, you know? But yeah, I would bet you like $100 it's that. Because does your VTEC not work like at all? Like it just doesn't work whatsoever? Or is it kind of intermittent? It'll work here and there. You know what I mean? And is your car low on oil? That's another thing too. Oil pressure, oil viscosity, stuff like that. That can affect your VTEC engagement too. Aldo says can't feel it at all. Oil is cool. So yeah, it's definitely the screen. Then the screen's clogged. Or, well, what do you think, Cam? If the VTEC switch or the oil pressure switch too on the backside of the VTEC solenoid, you have two switches on your VTEC solenoid. You have the actual VTEC solenoid plug, and then you have the oil pressure sensor plug. It's one of those two things. Like it could like best case scenario, it's just the screen's clogged. Worst case scenario is something's up with your plugs and it's not getting, you know, connectivity or, you know, voltage going through it or something like that. I've never had it happen to Cam says, has it always felt like it's not working or did it just stop working? You know what I'm saying? Because like mine would be an intermittent problem, and that was when I had the solenoid clogged up. Basically, it needed to be cleaned or replaced. Some people, if the rubber's not too brittle and hard, they can just take like a can of brake cleaner, spray the screen, scrub it, put it back in. Yeah, it could be a block filter screen for sure. All this says always felt that way. I mean, I just put the swap in recently. And seeing as you bought the motor secondhand and, you know, it has however many miles it has on it, the screen's probably never been fucking changed. Dude, it's super easy to do. It's 3 10mm bolts on the backside. You unpull, like, fuck, I mean, I could walk you through it, honestly. Like, if you wanted to Skype me or something like that, or I can show you, like, pictures of it or something like that. But literally, you're going to unplug those two fucking plugs. And then there's 3 10mm rod bolts. Oh, you've done it before? Gotcha. Well, get to it, homie. Get to that shit. Yeah, it's like, dude, honestly, like the VTEC solenoid, like, I'm not trying to sound like a fucking pussy or something like that, but like it was one of those things that was sort of intimidating. So I was like, oh, it's the VTEC solenoid. That's really important. and it's, you know, only 3 10-millimeter bolts, but like for some reason it doesn't feel like just taking like, you know, like let's say like a valve cover gasket, replacing that. That doesn't seem intimidating at all, but that's like that. It's what covers the head of your motor. You take that off, and your head's underneath it, your cams are underneath it. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know why the VTEC solenoid felt more intimidating. Like, oh, I don't want to fuck something up. I think it was more just the 10-millimeter rod bolts. Some people, when they try to take the 10s off, sometimes the head of the fucking bolt breaks off, and then you're in a shitstorm. You gotta fucking weld a fucking, you know, a nut on there or something like that to fetch that bolt out, basically, which doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Sounds like a clusterfuck. True story. Oh, this says I'll replace that screen for sure. Yeah, you know, like little shit like that, like any part that's like $10 or less, or even like $20 or less. It's definitely not a bad idea to you know, fucking hop on it. Oh, also, you guys want to hear something funny? So my assistant manager's one of her best friends of this guy that always comes in the shop. Fucking, he has an RSX, right? So he shows me someone's turbo kit that's for sale on Facebook Marketplace. He's like, my friend's selling his turbo kit and shit. So I look at the listing and I'm like, God, why does this have a certain vibe to it? And I look back and I look at who's selling it. It's this fucking guy I used to know back in high school, the one that not test drove. He forced me into driving my car. He's like, let me drive your RSX. Fucking destroyed my second gear. Was just driving like a fucking idiot. Going from first to second to third, and he went to go to fourth, and he money shifted from third to fourth. I'm surprised he didn't blow up my engine, but he fucking destroyed my second gear. My second gear was fucked. Yeah. So now I was like, you know this guy? You're friends with this guy? I was like, this dude's a tool. And I told him, he's like, yeah, that sounds like him. And like my assistant manager's like, oh God, I hate that guy. I was like, yeah, me too. Can't fucking stand him. Cam says, yeah, I'd be checking that screen for sure. True story. But yeah, other news. My right-hand drive Japan order, it should be shipping any day now, man. I'm waiting for that shit like a. Aldo says Honda Bond on the install, or is the gasket enough to seal? As far as I know, when I took my VTEC solenoid off, I didn't see any Honda Bond around the perimeter. The seal should be good enough, but I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it would hurt anything necessarily to put like a couple like fucking dabs of fucking Honda Bond in the perimeter. You know what I mean? But just the gasket's fine. Yeah. See, I didn't put any Honda Bond on mine, and mine didn't ever really leak or anything like that. But right-hand drive Japan. Let's see if my order's shipped yet. They probably would have sent me a fucking. That's right. order details. Let's see what we got. Still processing. Still fucking processing. December 28th. It says what? Associated Tickets updates the order. What the fuck? What? Dude, I'm about to fucking just like go ham wild berserker over here. Man, you fucking kidding me? Get this shit. Yeah, it says new gasket won't need any new seal. Won't need any sealant. As Eric the car guy says, let the gasket do its job. All this says, what's wrong with the VSS? I thought I was going to have to buy one, but it seems to be working. Okay, so get this bullshit. All right, and it's pretty. I'm pissed off, but at the exact same time, I love Japanese people. I love Japanese culture so fucking much. On my ticket, it says waiting for customer, which I was like, what the fuck is that about? Get this. They messaged me and they said, Wade's on. Like, so I can focus on all that shit. Wade's on. Everything is going to be in and dispatched after the tower bar is received on the 16th of January. We'll keep you updated with the tracking information. So, like, you know, it's fucking annoying that the shit's not going to be here for another like, the tower bar's not even going to get to them until 15 days from now, you know? Like, that's fucking annoying. But at the same time, that gives, because I don't, like, this is the thing. I don't need the strut tower bar to, like, let's say, I get my shit hydro dipped, you know, my windshield cowling pieces, my ram air intake box and all that shit. See if I can get the silicone piece of intake hose hydro dipped too, and all the stuff prepped, and get the right hand drive wiper motor conversion up and running. You know what I mean? But it's just it's kind of annoying, you know. Shit's not going to get here until probably the end of January. That's fucking whack. Cam says mine broke, was missing spacer washer in third gear, chewed it up. Ooh. Ooh. Cam says Japanese people are very polite. They really are. Wade-san. Daniel-san. Wade-san. Mr. Miyagi's telling me about my order. Cam says, yeah, don't get much out of Japan over Xmas New Year period. Well, but they're like, I understand if like the shipping alone, like just like they had the stuff and it took like 2.5 weeks to get here. That's typical. But like they have every item I ordered except for the strut tower bar from M&M Honda, and that's not going to even get to them until the 16th. So like, let's say they get it in the 16th and then they ship it out to me by the 20th. It's still going to take another 10 days. So I'm not going to get this shit until early, February pretty much. And it's ironic because the Group'em intake, they said I would get that the first or second week of January. I already got the motherfucker. They shipped it out Christmas Eve. It got here a few days ago. You know what I mean? And I ordered this shit after that, and it's gonna take so long. Like, fuck. I should be like, Here we go. This is going to be the way to get some free shit. Y'all ready for this? I said, I see. I really need these items before the end of January. Do you think you could throw in some stickers or a right-hand drive Japan shirt or something like that for the long wait time? I would love to represent your company on my DC5 build because you guys have always had what I need. Parentheses, even if it takes longer than expected. Hey, see what they say. Wade Son. I don't know why that sounds so funny. It's just a Shade Son. I should be like, you call me Shade Son, you call me Wade Son. Let's see. Cam says, I'm getting the VSS local from Japan. They had stock, but wouldn't ship till the second week of January. Aldo says, I need to get I need new roll center adjusters. Hard race. You already have roll center adjusters. What brand did you start out with? And if you're really interested in getting roll center adjusters, go hard race. Don't get any other company because, dude, the hard race ones are fire. They are literally the epitome of driver feedback off a $200 part, like, or however much they cost. But literally, when I had them installed in my car, first test drive, literally when I cut the wheel, it reminded me of a fucking S2000. Not even kidding. Gabe says my ball joints are on order. Hard race I'm getting. Yeah, the fucking whatchamacallit. Like if you're getting like the hard race roll center tie rod ends that require a fucking hard race roll center adjuster, definitely get the two. You know what I mean? Get the roll because if you run the RC upside down order tie rods, like you need the fucking extended roll center adjuster or else you're not going to have enough thread to put the shit on. You know what I mean? Yeah, true story. But yeah, hard race has been like super cool. And I wouldn't buy through K series parts. Nothing against K series parts, but dude, they take forever on like certain items. And their prices aren't necessarily like anything like to like write home about. You'd be better off ordering, like call up hard race or email hard race, like buyhardrace.com, I think. That's their website. Find their contact information, call them up and see if they can do a deal for you. Because Skunk 2 and Hard Race are two companies I've called directly and they've thrown me deals on bundles of shit. All that says I see two different ones. Okay, Series Cam says for different years, 02 and 04. Yeah, like they're different. Like the 04 and 05. I mean the 02 to 04 and the 05 and 06, they require different roll center adjusters. They're basically extended ball joints. It's weird calling them roll center adjusters. It's fucking ball joints. They're just extended. Let's see what do you got. Open a new tab. Okay, so Aldo, that link you sent me, those are just OEM hard race ball joints. Those aren't the roll center adjusters. So like if you don't have the roll center tie rod ends, you could get those. You know what I mean? Because if you're just staying OEM tie rod end, that's what you need. The first link you sent me. But see, the second link you just sent me, those are only usable if you have they're only needed if you are running the outer tie rod ends from hard race. The ones for roll, they're called RC tie rod ends, roll center tie rod ends. They install upside down. Aldo says I got to figure that out. I have K-tuned inner and outer tie rods. Inner and outer tie rods. K-tune. See what the hell you have. Suspension components. Would that technically be suspension? Yeah, inner for DC5. Suspension. Do you have like the complete spherical tie rod set from K-Tuned? The one that's it was $300, or do you just have the inner tie rod and then you bought the outer tie? No, you can't even do that. Yeah, if you have the spherical tie rods are meant for race use only. We have the replacement. We have replacement. Dude, their grammar is so bad. Allows more accurate moving, better handling. The complete kit allows greater adjustment to prevent plowing, which is common when lowering your RSX as the tie rod's too long. Old, worn, and tired bushings will drastically reduce the feel and handling of the car, replacing worn bushings, somewhat from the back. Yeah, so I don't think these are the K-Tune tie rods you have. They're not. Well, no, I take that back. What the fuck? Why is? Oh, okay. No, I see. Yeah, no, the ones you have are roll center tie rod ends. So if you were gonna get new ball joints, get the roll center ball joints because see, this is a perfect picture. Look at this. This right. Okay, my bad. My bad, guys. Let's get technical. This is an OEM one. This is an OEM tie rod right here. This is a roll center tie rod. See the pin? So if you wanted to remove that pin, you hit it from the bottom and it comes out the top because it has a taper at the top. This is just thread. See how the thread is at the bottom there? It works completely opposite. So like, yeah, you definitely need the roll center. There's a roll center. Well, we figured that out. Booyah. Learn something new every day. But yeah, nothing against K-Tune, but I would definitely go with Hard Race. I don't know why per se. I think Hard Race for suspension components, I think Hard Race is like fucking fire. Their customer service is pretty badass too. We got someone else on the head counter. Who's here for the late night coffee drinking car talk? Who we got? I can't believe I only smoked 10 cigarettes today. And it's 10 o'clock. That's fucked. All this is my ball joints are ripped to shreds. Fucking when I take the ball joints out of my when I put my roll center outer tie rods in and I press out my stock ball joints. Wait, no, that doesn't work. Fuck. Shit. I was gonna say I would send them to you, but they're DC5 Type R ball joints, so they wouldn't work. Fuck. It's Eric. What's up, man? Fuck. I thought I was gonna help you out, but there's definitely a difference between RSX Type S and DC5 Type R ball joints. So, son of a bitch. Aldo says gonna install ARP extended wheel studs. What wheels are you gonna run? Why you need extended wheel studs? Are you going camber gang on me, man? Whoa. They've been sitting on my shelf for over a year. What wheels are you running? Wade Son wants to know. Wade Son. It's too great. Hi, my name's Wade Son. I have strip studs on each hub. Right, but like, isn't it gonna be an issue? Think about it this way. Well, I guess it depends on what lug nuts you're using or whatever, but if you're not having a wheel, like let's say you put extended wheel studs on a car with the same wheels, like OEM, not OEM, but you know what I'm saying, like wheels that don't need extended lug studs, unless you're running an open face like a lug nut where the stud could go through and travel through it, wouldn't there be an issue? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense or not. Because there'd be like enough like pitches, like, so if it's not necessity based, like it might have an issue unless you have an open faced, like a lug nut with a hole through it or some shit like that. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I have open face lugs. Well, there you go. No complication needed. Booyah. Dude, I'm so excited. Ooh, excuse me. I'm so excited for two things. Selling my silver bumper with the Type R rep lip on it. How much would you guys buy a satin silver 02 to 04 DC5 bumper with a Icon Motorsports rep lip? I don't know if the guy knows it's a rep lip or not, but Type R lip, to say the least. How much should I get for it? What do you guys think? I'll tell you what I told him, but let's see what you guys think. Eric says 300. Okay, so we got one. Eric says 300. And the paint, honestly, there's only one little spot where there was like a little paint flake chip off, but I took some touch-up paint and it doesn't look that bad. Well, I'm glad we're all in agreement, guys, because that's what I told him. I said I could let it go for 300. That's fucking crazy. Everybody said 300. What the hell? Okay, so hey, we're on the right track. That's funny as shit. I mean, nothing's cracked on the bumper. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Cam says, hey, Eric. Eric says, damn. Aldo says, dude, I wish you were closer. I bet a lot of you DC5 people are like, dude, I wish you were closer. I have so many parts for sale that it's just not even funny. Aldo says, I need the whole front radiator support. Just like the T bracket. You know what I'm saying? I can sell that to you and ship it to you. I mean, fuck, shoot a price, dude. I don't know how much one of those would go for. I've never sold a radiator T support, core support, radiator support, whatever the fuck it's called. Aldo says shipping is what will probably be killer. Yeah, probably. It'd probably be like $50, I think. I don't know though. It's not that heavy of an item. It's just like it'd be a awkward. Well, not awkward. It'd be a square. It'd be a square box, like a thin square box. I can get a quote for you. I can put it in a box, take it up to UPS, and see what the hell they'll do. Or I could do the post office, which would be cheaper, but less reliable to a degree. But I mean, dude, shoot me a price. What do you think? Fuck, let's look it up. Let's see what the going rate is for a eBay. Game says, how low is your car? Although I can't run 17 by 935 offset because they rub on my rear trailing arm. Damn, son, where'd you find that? Acura press X radiator support. Excuse me. It's looking like it would be. Do you need the hood latch? It's going to be the banger question right there. Do you need the hood latch? Because if you didn't need the hood latch, you just needed the radiator core support. Let's see. Eric's laughing. Cam says I paid $120 for a secondhand radiator support plus shipping. Aldo says they do, and he says yes. So first thing that pops up, it could be anywhere. This one, the first one here is a silver one. It's $133.84. It was $157, but obviously he's got a 15% off discount to move it. So like, it's really the shipping, man. It's up to you. I would sell it to you for 130 if you're willing to pay shipping. And the hood latch is still there and everything. I mean, I have no use for it. And that's like, all the ones I see, some of these are 130 and they're just like, they're primed. They're just black prime. They're not even a color. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. It's debatable. Yeah, the only one I see online that looks like exactly what you're needing is this, the very first one. That's what you need, right? There's the hood latch. It's silver. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're willing to, let's look this up, see if it makes you pay shipping or if it's like 133 plus shipping. Here's the weird thing. It says the shipping for it would be $12. That can't be right. There's no way that's right. You're paying 133 plus $12 shipping. Aldo says, yeah, that plus the radiator support. Well, that is the radiator support. Think about where the headlights bolt onto. You talking about the crash bar? Is that what you're talking about? Like the beam in the front? That's a crash bar. Because if you need a crash bar, I cannot help. I can't help you on that, unfortunately. Because I mean, I could, but my crash bar has minor damage to it on the left side, the driver's side. It's knuckled in a little bit. So there's that. Hold up, I'll grab a link. Word. That works. That works.
Yo, ain't that he's not that cat. Got that, and he never shot that cat. Clever spot raps, face plates, listen, he got that, and hate for days, face listen. Y'all got the wrong.
Oh, it was pretty funny too. You guys ready for some irony? So remember how I was saying about the brake pads? I only rang up one set of brake pads, and the dude came back and saved my ass. I'm standing right next to my assistant manager. Some dude buys 4 jugs of like coolant or something like that. She only rang him up for 1. So like I didn't say anything. I saw it happen. I was like, I don't want to say anything because I don't want her to like get pissed or something like that. So after the dude walks out, I literally said to her, I think you only rang him up for 1 thing of coolant. She was like, fuck, you're right. I was like, see how it feels? Oh, that's. I mean, if you need that, yeah, I could pull that off too. But that's gonna be like That's going to be some serious shipping. Unless you want me to like cut it in pieces and you can re-weld it when it gets there. But that T bracket wouldn't be that bad apparently. But that would be like freight shipping. That would be serious money. That'd be at least like 100 to 200 or $300. It like because it's so like uh awkward of a package. It'd be a big ass fucking rectangle box. It'd probably be about $200, I think. So yeah, but if you need the T bracket, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be that bad. Be like $50 or less. I don't know how that guy's saying it's $12 to ship that. That's such bullshit. Unless he's shipping with USPS and he's got some kind of like commercial account or something. All this says it has to be cambered or tad exactly 3 degrees camber on rear. Wow, it really shouldn't rub, bro. Cam says it's very low, bro. It's very low. It's on the low down. I do. But yeah, tomorrow, I gotta write a note about that actually, so I don't forget. Take pics and dimensions of item parts to be hydro dipped. Go talk to hydro dip guy. Talk to John and drop off door panels to be redone. Sell bumper. Fuck your bitch. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's how you get it done, guys. You set your goals, everything's golden. That's right. The last one says "fuck your bitch." And yes, this is O'Reilly's pen. If you want one, just send $5 to your neighborhood Jesus. Octahedron777 at PayPal.com or Yahoo.com PayPal info. You can get your very own O'Reilly pen. Progress front sway bar. Selling a used RSX Progress sway bar, asking 100 or best offer. For more info, you can reach me and blah blah blah. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It looks just like a Type S front sway bar. Maybe I'm crazy, but I wanna call this guy right now and just be like, do you have any fucking documentation this is a Progress and not just a Type S sway bar? Looks just like it. Just like hassle the fuck out of him. Like, I want documentation. You have a receipt? You have an order form? Did you order this from Progress, you fuck? Yeah, it is pretty low. I don't know how you made it up on that grass with that little curb. Let's just be real. Your back wheels are tucked as fucked. Tucking and bucking. That's slammed. Probably why it runs. Probably why it runs and mine doesn't. What do you mean? Oh, rubs. There you go. I was like, runs. Like, if his car was slammed, wouldn't it run less? Because it's slammed. Be y'all motherfuckers. Be y'all motherfuckers. Any day now. Dude, I still can't believe I made it on the recap last night. The annual recap of everybody that was featured. Aldo says, Shades, you ever find out the bulbs needed for the climate control? No, I don't know. I don't know what bulbs they are. I could try to dive into that for you, but they're definitely going to be a special order bulb unless they're just like some generic bulb that just pops in. But yeah, no. Cam says Honda just called. My VSS has arrived. Nice. 17 by 9, 30 off says what I got. You should ask Brooke Dead. Yeah, I can text him real quick. All right, we'll see if we get a response back. I said I texted him. Cam says, yes, you made it on Honda Vlogs. Dude, for the fucking annual, like, dude, out of 60 recaps, I made like 14 of them, which is like insane to me, right? But two, I mean, every person he listed was like legendary. You know what I mean? We're talking like Young Static, we're talking fucking Sadowski, fucking Hunter Tune, Young Static, already said that. La Tommy La, Garage Bill Hondas, John Woodmer, Old Souls, fucking, you know what I mean? Like every person he listed was like super legit as fuck. And then at about 20 minutes in, and it was like a 30-minute episode, like 20 minutes in, he's like, next up we got Shades Wade. And I was like, and what he said was like, dude, just like felt so nice. Aldo says I have to try to smog my car tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's one thing I don't have to worry about. You Californians with your nice weather. unfortunately. That sucks. Hey, at least you guys are allowed to run aftermarket steering wheels with no airbag, because here that's not allowed. I still do it anyway. I don't get that. It's so fucking stupid. If I don't want to have an airbag, isn't that my problem? Camp says we don't do smog inspections here. We don't do them here either. All this sucks. That it does. That's right. I just hope the smog tech doesn't notice it's a K24. Why would that matter? Fuck him. Dude, when he does the sniffer test, like, I doubt he's gonna open the hood. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have an exhaust and you have a cat, right? You should be fine. But fat RBC, man, a full kind of throws it off. I don't think it should matter. As long as the car, as long as the car has a cat, you should be fine. All this is, they popped the hood? Really? I wouldn't see that happening. I thought it was all about the sniffer test in the tailpipe or whatever. That's fucked. Dude, I mean, a K20A2 and a K24A2, they're the same shape, same shit, you know? All this is no tailpipe. You have no you're running open header? Wow, well, you're fucked. You're fucked. I hate to say it so bluntly, but if you don't have an exhaust or a cat in California, I'm pretty sure you're fucked. All this is no, they don't touch the tailpipe. I always thought when they smog a car, they put like that thing in the fucking tailpipe to see about the particulates or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? All this says, yeah, for OBD1. Really? That's weird. Yeah, I don't really know that much about smog shit, honestly, because we don't do it here. We should all just move to Florida, say fuck it. Eat some Cuban food, drive around with no windshield, no turn signals, and, you know, no brake lights. But yeah, I guess tomorrow, seeing this is my day off, go hit up my fucking upholsterer, talk to the hydro dipping guy, see if I can go show him pictures or blah blah. See what the price quote is on the hydro dippage, and then drop off the door panels and the insert material, and probably throw down a little bit of money and get them started on that. But yeah, fucking I gotta grab the headliner out the car too, honestly. Like what I'll do is It depends on how fucked up the headliner is in the silver car from, like, you know, having no windows in the car and like the elements and stuff like that. They're gonna redo it, so I mean, I don't think that would matter. It's just a template, you know. But we'll see. I might hold off on the headliner. One, because it's $375 to get it done. That's what he told me. But I kind of want to wait, and I also want to ask him about, if, since they do restoration work, if he could patch over my my sunroof, delete my sunroof completely, and you know, fucking delete it and weld it, and, you know, get that shit good to go. Because that would be pretty dope. I don't know what the hell price it would cost to get. I don't think I'd want a carbon Kevlar or carbon fiber roof. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, that might look cool, might not. I feel like it's make or break. You know what I mean? It'd be weird. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know your thoughts. I definitely want to delete the sunroof, though. I know people are like, "Oh, the sunroof's so nice. It's so nice to be able to open it up and all that shit." I never use mine. I never use it. I repeat, I never use it. So, like, if I don't use it, what's the point of it? You know what I mean? I'd rather drop 50 pounds off, you know, make the car 50 pounds more lightweight. You know what I mean? To me, that's more beneficial than having a sunroof I never use. So that's just, you know, that's kind of where I'm at. Because it's definitely possible, because this guy, Queen's Races, I'm not a huge fan of his channel. Like, I've watched some of his videos, and it's some of it's informative, some of it's kind of like not good idea, or like it's not what would be the word, accurate. Like how to break in your clutch without driving at 500 miles, like basically slipping the clutch on purpose, and to prevent, or to, you know, shave off the 500-mile break-in time. Like, that's kind of dumb. I think that's kind of stupid. But yeah, is this video? It's like they took this like piece of like aluminum or sheet metal, wherever the hell that is, and the dude welded it and completely patched over. It's like, it's fucking gone. So I mean, eventually, I mean, I really don't like his car. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. To each their own, but, you know, it is possible. It's fucking hands down possible. And I mean, honestly, like, here. I mean, guys, look at that. No warps, no nothing. I mean, it's possible for sure. Because I had a few people tell me, like, my pop's a body man. He was like, "Oh, that doesn't sound like a good idea. You have to do the whole, like, roof piece, like cut the whole roof of the car out." You know what I mean? I was like, "Dude, I don't think you'd have to do that. Just fucking weld it, fucking filler over it, and make it smooth like glass, and fucking prep it and paint it. It'd be fine." All this is get a carbon fiber sunroof. Carbon fiber sunroof. It'd still weigh. You wouldn't be shaving off that much weight, honestly. Like, glass is still glass, you know what I mean? Like, I know what you're talking about. You're talking like the carbon fiber, like block off plate or whatever. I'm just trying to get, like, I don't want the sunroof there. I want it to look like a real DC5 Type R. You know what I mean? Because I really don't use the sunroof. It's really there's no justification to keeping it. You know what I mean? True story. But yeah, it's definitely possible. I want to see what they would charge me. Because I mean, people at the shop, my pop's shop, they could do it. We have we weld shit all the time. Be like, dude, get the shit done. Get it done. What the fuck is that? Well, I guess it's because I typed in Queens races. Well, I can't even play that shit. I'll get copyrighted like a motherfucker. You should do that when you're ready to paint. Wait on it, you know. I feel that. Dude, it's gonna take forever to fucking get body and paint work done. Oh my god. There's never a break at the shop. There's never a dull moment. There's just cars and cars. Like I'll put it this way. Before I lost my car in the flood and I didn't even need paint and body work, there was like nothing going on at the shop. It was fucking dead. Like the bodymen and paintmen were just like sitting around, just like, what do we do? Oh, I don't know. We don't have any cars. And now that I need paint and body work, there's never a fucking dull moment. There's no catch up. Always slammed. It sucks. So there's that. But eventually, man, one day, fuck. At least that gives me time to get the front clip. That's like another $1,000 I'm gonna have to spend. Not that I really need the hood. I just need the bumper and the Type R bumper, the Type R lip, the emblems, and the fenders. But for the money I would spend buying it separately, I might as well just buy the front clip for like $800 to $1,000. And you know what I mean? Because that way I got a spare hood in case anybody fucks my shit up. Or I could put the hood I get with the clip on, because they're all the same. They came off the same clip, the same car, and sell my hood to somebody that has an Arctic Blue Pearl that needs a hood. That would be, I could get like, dude, somebody that needs a hood, like I could sell it for $400 or $500 probably. True fucking story. And the bumper too. If anyone needs the bumper, I could sell the bumper. I could sell the fucking Arctic Blue Pearl fenders. Like, people would pay for that shit. Aldo says, have you seen the smoking tires? And dude, yes. Oh my god, dude, I want that thing so fucking bad. With it's like a sequential shifter setup with a clutch. So like it's paddle shifters, but it has a clutch. Like that's next level. That's some serious fucking ingenuity. Not to mention, has a fucking Honda motorcycle engine in it. It can rev up to 10,500 RPMs. Like that's pretty fucking dope. And the little exhaust like cutoff valve, like pull push switch. Man, that thing's a work of art. I wish I could get one of those so bad. That would be such a fun car. Cam says, all right, guys, I'm off to a Honda dealer to pick up the vehicle speed sensor. All this is yup. Later, Cam. Cam says, just got my message. My X brace is at the post office and it's a clean build. Fuck yeah. Later, Aldo. Well, shit, Cam, you just got all the goodies coming. Fuck yeah, dude. Good luck with that. Hope that goes well. Hopefully they didn't send you any wrong parts or there's no damages. Fuck all that. And hopefully get some stickers. But yeah, fucking yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. Although says, all right, bro, I'm out. Have a great day off tomorrow. Hell yeah. It's gonna get shit done. I would like to get the idler pulley installed tomorrow if I could. Try to slam that out, bust that out in the garage. Shouldn't be that hard to do that. It's just one bolt, but taking the serpentine belt off, taking the fucking tension off the belt to get it off, and then putting it back and all that shit shouldn't be too hard, honestly, but you never know. Tight spaces, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think I'm gonna eat some food and cash out. And thanks for watching, guys. All 2 or 3 of you. I appreciate it. 2019 day 1 in the books. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow night. Well, I was gonna say when I get off work because I work so much, but fucking yeah, I'll stream tomorrow night and I'll let you guys know what's the verdict on you know, the hydro dipping price, dropping the door panels off and all that shit, and seeing if seeing a price quote on if the sunroof delete and all that shit. So yeah, true story. But I'll catch you guys later. Y'all have a good night and be motherfucking y'all. Wade Son Neighborhood Jesus over and out.